Good evening. Don't let the limitation of others limit your vision. Welcome to BMC News Live, presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Today's news in detail. Over 14,000 citizens employed during the first half of 2023. His Majesty the King met with the Egyptian President. Registration opened for 2023 EGovernment Excellence Award. Any changes to residency information will require Emirates ID Replacement, UAE announced. China implemented a 2-hour daily limit on teenagers' smartphone use to combat mobile addiction. Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Today's news in detail. Over 14,000 citizens employed during the first half of 2023. Jamil bin Muhammad Ali Humaydan, Minister of Labour and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Labour Market Regulatory Authority Al-Lamari, affirmed the government led by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, is continuing to accelerate the rate of employment of Bahrainis in various private sectors establishments. This is done by attracting more job-generating investments, enhancing the work environment, diversifying training and qualification policies, and providing many advantages and incentives for the private sector so that Bahrainis will be the first choice for recruitment in the labour market, the minister said. The minister's statement came during the cabinet review of labour market indicators in the second quarter of 2023, where he underlined that 14,163 have been employed between January and June at the rate of 71% within the economic recovery plan, which amounts to 20,000 hiring operations annually, stressing that this reflects the stability of the labour market and its growth towards generating more jobs in various productive sectors. His Majesty the King met with the Egyptian President. His Majesty King Hamad bin Al Khalifa met Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi at Al Alamein City. The two leaders affirmed the strength of the distinguished fraternal relations between the two countries. They also discussed ways to continue bolstering joint cooperation in the economic and development fields to achieve the aspirations of the two people for more progress and prosperity. While reviewing the latest regional and global developments, His Majesty King Hamad and President el-Sisi agreed on the need to intensify joint Arab action to confront the growing challenges in the region and the world. They also underlined their keenness to carry on joint coordination at all levels in light of the solid, deep-rooted relations between the two countries. Registration opened for 2023 EGovernment Excellence Award. Registration is now open for the 12th edition of the EGovernment Excellence Award, which is being held under the patronage of Ministry of Interior, Chairman of the Ministerial Committee for Information and Communication Technology, General Sheikh Rashid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa. The organizing committee invited public and private organizations, individuals, and civil society institutions to submit their entries electronically via the website egoaward.bh from today through until Tuesday, 31st August 2023. The award also complements the plans and objectives of the Information and Communication Technology Ministerial Committee headed by His Excellency, the Minister of Interior, as well as directives and programs aimed at enhancing electronic transformation and developing ICT services. Minister stressed keenness to increase the industrial sector's contribution to Bahrain's GDP. Abdullah bin Adel Fakhro, Minister of Industry and Commerce, has affirmed that the Ministry of welcomes all investments that contribute to raising economic growth rates in light of the facilities provided by the kingdom based on its visions and targeted strategies that enhance its investment position. This is in line with the Bahrain Industrial Sector Strategy 2022-2026 within the Economic Recovery Plan, which aims to increase the contributions of the industrial sector to the kingdom's gross domestic product (GDP), increase the exports of the industrial sector of national origin, and provide promising job opportunities for citizens in the sector, he said. The minister made the statements while paying an inspection visit to the Dira Land Beverages Company, where he was welcomed by the Business Development Manager Abdullah Ahmadi in the presence of the members of the company's board of directors and several industry ministries officials. Preparatory arrangements for next year's Hajj season to begin in September. The directives of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa to begin the necessary arrangements for the next year's 1445 Hajj season in September to ensure they are in line with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's arrangements will be implemented accordingly. Nawaf bin Mahmoud Al Mawda, Minister of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Endowments and Chairman of the High Committee for Hajj and Umrah Affairs, has said. The minister unveiled that preparatory meetings with Bahrain Hajj campaigns will begin in September to coordinate the necessary organizational arrangements in light of the scheduled timetable. His Royal Highness Prince Salman welcomed the Secretary General of the Cooperation Council for the Arab States of the Gulf. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, yesterday welcomed the Secretary General of the Cooperation Council for the Arab States of the Gulf (GCC), His Excellency Jazem Mahmoud Al Bujaivi, and an accompanying delegation at Rifa Palace. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince also further noted that further strengthening of joint GCC efforts and cooperation to create a more prosperous future for all. His Royal Highness emphasized the importance of building on the Council's efforts in line with the far-reaching goals and aspirations of the GCC leaders. His Royal Highness also underscored that the importance of increasing integration and cooperation between GCC countries to meet the aspirations of their citizens and the development. Now, we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahala. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
changes to residency information will require Emirates ID Replacement, UAE announced. UAE Federal Authority for Identity, Citizenship, Customs and Port Security has announced a new update for Emirates ID holders. The authority's recent announcement mandates that any changes to residency information will automatically trigger a request for an Emirates ID replacement. The authority has also streamlined the process for residents to modify their Emirates ID card details. This initiative aims to enhance efficiency and convenience for customers seeking changes in their identification data. Through the authority's user-friendly digital platforms, including their official website and smart application, residents can now efficiently update their residency particulars. This includes changes in personal data, professional titles, updates in passport information, and modifications in nationality following requiring new citizenship. China implemented a 2-hour daily limit on teenagers' smartphone use to combat mobile addiction. China's internet regulator, the Cyberspace Administration for China, has announced stringent measures that restrict the amount of time teenagers can spend on their mobile phones. Under these new rules, screen time for users aged 16 to 18 will be limited to 2 hours per day, while those under 16 will have only 1 hour. Surprisingly, children under 8 years of age will be allowed just 8 minutes of device usage. The CAC aims to introduce minor mod programs for smartphones that would prohibit users under the age of 18 from accessing the internet between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Although parents may have the option to opt out for these restrictions, tech investors expressed dissatisfaction with these proposed reforms. Following the publication of CAC's proposals and its open call for public feedback until early September, shares in Chinese tech firms listed in Hong Kong experienced declines. European Union monitor announced world's oceans set new surface temperature record. The world's oceans set a new temperature record this week, raising concerns about knock-on effects on the planet's climate, marine life, and coastal communities. The temperature of the ocean surface rose to 20.96 degrees Celsius on July 30, according to European Union Climate Observatory data. The previous record was 20.95 Celsius in March 2016. A spokesperson for the EU's Copernican Climate Change Service reported. The EU's National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, which uses a different database, has also recorded a similar trend in recent months. World Bank to help fund 1,000 mini solar power grids in Nigeria. The World Bank is aiming to help fund construction of 1,000 mini solar power grids in Africa's biggest economy, Nigeria, in partnership with the government and private sector, the lender's president Ajay Banga said on Saturday. Nigeria, with a population of more than 200 million people, has installed a power generation capacity of 12,500 megawatts, but produces a fraction of that, leaving millions of households and businesses reliant on petrol and diesel generations. Mini grids made up of small-scale electricity generating units typically range in a size from a new kilowatts to up to 10 megawatt, enough to power some 200 households. Speaking during a visit to the mini grid site on the outskirts of the capital, Banga told the reporters that nearly 150 mini grids had been built, nearly and partly funded by the World Bank, to bring power to the communities without access to electricity. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched Railway's big revamp project. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday laid the foundation stone for redevelopment of 508 railway stations across the country via video conferencing. These 508 stations are spread across 27 states and union territories, including 55 each in Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan, 49 in Bihar, 44 in Maharashtra, 37 in West Bengal, 34 in Madhya Pradesh, 32 in Assam, 25 in Odisha, 22 in Punjab, 21 each in Gujarat and Telangana, 20 in Jharkhand, 18 each in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, according to the Prime Minister's office. The redevelopment, which will cost 24,470 crores, will provide modern passenger amenities along with ensuring well-designed traffic circulation, intermodal integration, and well-designed signage for guidance of passengers, the PMO had said in a statement. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shina Sultana. Good night.